to be 17-year-old Robert Robinson, who was already incarcerated at a juvenile detention facility for a different offense. When detectives asked him about 3-5, he directed them to a boy named Christopher Atkins.
So he snitched. So we already 2 seconds into the video, he snitched. The 17-year-old snitched on the 12-year-old. This is insane behavior. I thought it was going to be the other way around.
Gabby was right. He was only 12 years old.
12 and catching
Since Chris and Rob were both minors, their mothers were asked to join them at the police station before any conversations took place. Chris's mother, Ashley, was the first to arrive.
I don't understand. Where the hell is my son? If he being questioned, why the fuck I'm not in there?
Mama, why you come to the goddamn police precinct like that? You could at least put some sweatpants on. You look crazy as hell.
Where's my son?
He's in the corner right here.
They talking to him?
Not yet. No, they're all getting their stuff together.
It seems she wasn't convinced they weren't already questioning him, because Ashley did her best to hear what was going on in the other room.
Can you really blame her though? That's such a kid. I can't really blame her for giving her your hand. She can't.
After almost 2 hours of waiting, she was finally escorted to the next room to join Chris, who was visibly trembling.
Hey, can I put you right here? Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Did you want another jacket?
It's okay.
Are you sure? You look like you're cold. Let me get you.
You say you have 4 siblings? Okay. You guys get along okay in the house?
The detectives set about gradually breaking the ice with Chris, all the time appearing hyper-aware that he was only 12 years old. After taking all necessary precautions, like making both Chris and his mother aware of their rights, and establishing on record that Chris knew the difference between right and wrong, they finally got to the issue at hand.
So, Chris, what I'd like to start with talking to you about is, and like I said, I just want you to be honest with us. I'd like you to talk to me about last Thursday night.
First, we made something to eat. Then we watched TV. Then I went to sleep for a little bit. And I heard something outside. I opened the door. There was nothing outside now. I think I went to sleep.
So I think what you just told me was what you probably had rehearsed in your mind several times to tell a police officer if you ever had to talk about that Thursday night. Because sitting here and talking to you with your mom here crying and knowing that you have these siblings, you're probably in sort of an embarrassing and shameful position. If you are sorry for what happened, repent for it and start from the very beginning and go to the very end without me having to pull it from you. Because
one thing y'all gotta understand when y'all go in these interrogation rooms and y'all talking to police, they know something. Like sometimes they don't know something. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't saying 100% of the time like they know everything, but they know a little bit of something and using you to piece it together, and you don't know. You always gonna be on the losing side of shit because you don't know what they know. You feel what I'm saying? So you might be in a position where you like, damn, I'm like you said, I'm gonna tell them this story, but they already know that you got cameras across the street, or they got eyewitnesses, or police officers happen to be around the corner. They got the shot scanner, they got phone locations and shit. You don't know, especially nowadays. Like this ain't the 80s and 90s. Like people was dropping like flies then because they couldn't really do nothing about it. Nowadays, niggas is getting caught. Like a lot of niggas getting caught, bro. It's 2025 and people still aren't using YouTube to get money. People still aren't reaching their goals with investments. They still don't understand how to fix their credit. So you don't understand how to win the game. You don't understand how to play the game. You don't understand how to win the game. If you want to understand how to play the game and to get rich overnight and become a millionaire, you definitely want to sign up for Consulted by G. in the description below, because that's the only way you're going to be able to get ahead in the life that we're living right now. With bills getting higher each month and the economy going down each year, you got to learn how to make more streams of income, and that is what I am here to teach you and make sure you become a master in. If you don't believe me, go ahead and check out my Instagram at guapboyg. And you'll see all the verification you need. But I can't wait to start teaching you how to become a millionaire.
somebody that I have to pull each individual action from, that tells me that they don't really want to say what they did wrong, that they don't feel bad for it.
Reaper down there has been super honest. He took him a minute to get comfortable with me, and he's told me everything down to details that only he would know, and
That's involved.
That nobody else would know.
Some of the details, he points finger at you.
17-year-old Rob, also known by the concerning moniker Reaper, was also being questioned. Just like Chris, Rob and his mom Erica were both advised of their Miranda rights before the interrogation commenced.
I'm trying to bring the best way to say this to you guys. We're investigating several different incidents that occurred over the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
One being a theft of side-by-side. One being the theft of, a burglary. We're investigating a robbery.
Okay.
And we're investigating a murder.
Okay.
Okay?
Murder.
Oh yeah.
So,
Reaper, they on to you, Mr. Reaper. Come on now. Don't act surprised.
The first ones you named is believable. The last one you named is not.
You don't have the heart to keep the. I know that for a fact.
okay. What'd you do on Thursday all day?
That's not the good look, yo. If your name, I'm just saying, bro, certain shit. If your name the Reaper, bro, like back in the day, if a nigga was named the Reaper, I'm wanting to avoid this nigga at all costs. We is not trying to talk to little buddy at. But nowadays, you got niggas that's named the Reaper, and they mama saying is admitting to them not being like that. So I don't know what y'all new age niggas got going on, bro. But if y'all not really about that life, stop acting like you is, because you gonna get in these interrogation rooms and a nigga like this gonna tell the whole story.
So I mean, I was home all day. Like, I was home all Thursday.
Okay, who were you with? Did anybody come over? Did we hang out with anybody?
At
Did
like
you
1
go
o'clock.
anywhere with anybody?
I ain't go no. Came over at like 1 o'clock.
What'd you guys do then?
We just chilling. Literally, like, we were just chilling.
Okay. Was anybody with Santa at the time? How did he get to your house? Things like
He
that?
drove. Supposed to drove to my house. It was him, Landon,
Snitching.
Layla,
Snitching.
and there was another girl with them.
Where's my
I don't know
lawyer?
her name.
Sosa was a nickname that Layla's boyfriend, 17-year-old Michael, used. Michael's father had last seen him about 6:30 last night, around the same time Gabby said she parted ways with the group. Landon was another local boy who police determined didn't know anything that would aid the investigation. As for the unnamed girl, the police likely wondered if she could be the missing Camille and why she hadn't been seen or heard from since.
Did you go anywhere after 6:30, Rob?
Oh, why do y'all keep asking
Okay.
that?
I just
We
want
keep
to
asking because we've been working on our investigations for
What do
several
y'all
days.
think happened, bro? I'm telling you, I
You
was in
understand,
the
you
house
understand,
that
Rob.
night. Like, I only seen Sosa one time that day.
Rob, we know you were out of the house after 6:30. Okay?
Oh yeah. Here we go. Here we
We
go.
know you were with around 7 o'clock p.m.
Thanks to CCTV footage, police believed that Rob, along with others in the friend group, had been involved in the theft of a vehicle and an armed robbery that night. As serious as these crimes were, they paled in comparison to what police believed happened later. Back in the room with Chris, his mother tried to make him understand the severity of the situation.
Well, you need to tell. If you ain't
Now's the time.
tell the whole story. You know you left out of the house Thursday when I told you not to. And you finna speak. You gotta talk right now.
And Reaper's already told us what the plan was that night. So there's, I mean, we know what the original plan was. We're asking you now to be honest and to come forth and tell us what happened and why it happened.
He knocked on the window.
When you say he, I never want to guess. Who's he?
Reaper, aka Rob, took a lot of convincing before he opened up.
Rob, right now you're protecting KTM and your buddies. You need to think about protecting
I'm
yourself.
protecting.
The disturbing meaning behind KTM will be revealed in due time. For now, the fact that the police knew about the mysterious phrase was enough to get Rob talking, albeit reluctantly.
Who was at that house?
When you saw, when you were with, who was with y'all?
It was me. 3-5.
Mm-hmm.
Layla was there. And that was it.
The police knew by now that there were more people at the house than just Chris, Rob, Michael, and Layla.
Right.
Did you go anywhere with them that night?
No, I ain't go nowhere with them. I just told you. I swear to God, was at the house. They said they was finna leave. I went back home. Actually, Mom, I didn't come in until like late. I didn't come in till after 7 anyways.
You don't know what time you came home. Now,
But they talking about I wasn't at Mulaka at 7:10. I was in
what I'm
Mulaka.
saying is, you don't know what time you came home because you defy your curfew so much, you don't know what time you came in. It might have been 8 o'clock, it might have been 7:30, it might have, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know. What I'm saying is, if you know something that they're trying to get out of you, I don't give a who your friends are, who you trying to protect. I gotta get to work, and I'm sick of dealing with this jail. Could you choose to have friends?
I ain't gonna lie, like, mama on your side, but mama got a life too. Y'all gotta understand, y'all niggas doing this little street activity. Mama still got a life, bro. Pop still got a life. Bills still gotta get paid. Things still gotta get done. You feel me? Life just don't stop because you got locked up. Life don't stop because you out here robbing people. Like, she got shit to do, bro. So she on some shit like, she don't know about the justice system. This is on you as a street, you know what I mean? As a street man to understand, hey, I gotta go ahead and get a lawyer. I gotta lawyer up. I gotta lawyer up and shut up. But you ain't trying to do that. You over here, you broke his head, you hopping in the streets doing all this game banging with no money. And now you finna go to the, and now they pressing you, your mama pressing you, the feds pressing you. Now you just on some shit like, I'm finna go ahead and tell it all. And it's finna get sketchy from there, real spooky ooky. You need to be honest.
Unfortunately for Rob, the police already knew that he was still holding back the dark details of what he got up to that night.
What about a cell phone? Do you own that phone?
Yeah, I own that phone. So
Okay.
do you all want permission to check the location?
That
on
would
that
be
phone?
great, yeah. That would
What do
be
you
great.
mean, no?
Oh, they can check my phone. They might find
They're not
something else in
looking.
there.
They're not looking in your phone for anything else.
So you're certain that your phone
don't know that.
GPS will keep you at your house that night?
Are you? Are you?
It's over. It's a wrap.
So we gon' no.
I can just tell you, I really don't know nothing about no murder. That is the truth. I don't know nothing about no murder, and I was not there with no murder.
That's not what they asked,
killing.
though. That's not what they asked. What they asked was, when they pull this GPS, will it show that you were at home in your bed, or will it show that you were somewhere else? That's the question that was asked. You don't know?
I don't know what y'all want me to do. Like, I'm telling you stuff.
They want you to tell them mine, and I'm telling them the truth. And you sitting there going with them. Why don't you believe in them? They are not your sons. Stop believing them. Oh, no, I was not there.
Crash.
I didn't say
I
you
was
were
not
Crash.
there. You were there.
Crash.
Hey, first and
I'm
foremost.
just sitting there just going with everything you're saying.
No, first and foremost, you lie so much, I don't know what to believe would come down your mouth. You didn't burn the bridge that's been gone. Let's get that understood.
Like, I was like,
But what I'm saying is, you so quick to want to protect people, and let me finish.
protecting.
You so quick to want to protect people, don't want to snitch, want to be cool this and cool that, and not be known as a who is in the paperwork and all of this, that you're willing to sit here and go down for murder that I know you didn't do. I know for a fact.
But mama, you don't understand. He snitched on that murder. He's going down for murder. He come out right now and be like, yeah, 3-5 smoked him. Little folks helped bury the body. I was just a lookout, man. I ain't even do nothing, man. I was just making sure 12 ain't pull around. You're getting the same amount of time as the shooter. Oh, phone now. And you got other cases on top of that shit, boy. Your ass going down for a body for real, and you gonna be a snitch in your paperwork. So you gotta PC up. You go to, let's start there. You go to jail. You go anywhere. You got a PC. Niggas gonna be whooping your ass, and you little as hell. Like, man, you only 17, short. You finna go to them big boy prisons. They finna beat your ass. That's some level 4 max level prison yard type shit. You finna woo.
That you didn't do it, but you're gonna be guilty by association because you don't want to tell who the did it. That's the problem.
I did not kill nobody. I did not kill nobody.
Did somebody you know do it?
Like, what the
No, I don't know nothing about no murder.
No murder.
I don't know nothing about no murder.
And if you lying, you standing on this island by yourself. Because if you got something to tell these people,
I don't have nothing
because
to
they
tell.
have a way to tell if you're lying.
The best way to tell if Rob was lying was Chris, who was still in the room next door. He was sharing a bit more than Rob, and some key
Real?
differences in their statements stood out already.
Oh man.
What do you think he's going to tell us, Robert?
He's not gonna, with me, I swear to God, he's not gonna, I didn't do anything. I promise you I didn't do anything.
Who did?
I don't understand why you keep lying. And then you go back.
It's gonna be a snitch, and they're gonna kill me.
Matter.
Kill me. It don't matter. That is a snitch, and I will die. This is not no joke. You would die. Like you would die for snitching out here. People die for that. Real talk. Obama people get blocked and killed for snitching.
We're talking about life sentences here.
Right. And this is like really just listen. Your actions and the people you choose to hang with and all of this
I didn't kill anyone.
is slowly killing me. I should just pause. Let me talk. I'm supposed to be at work right now. I just took a promotion. I can't keep missing work over that you are doing or the people you hang with or just any of that. Like I don't know if you know or not, but they threatening me with contempt of court because I don't come to none of your court stuff for the other shit you got going on. I make sure you get there, but I cannot keep missing work. And you sitting here in my face telling me that you don't want to snitch because your life is they gonna kill you. Pause.
You don't know, mama. It wasn't me.
I didn't say
kill nobody. They trying to get me a license.
I didn't say that you killed anyone. Robert, you don't understand that you're just as guilty if you know who did it and you're not saying nothing. That's guilty by association. Like, what part of that is not clicking for you?
You gotta get that lawyer and take that shit to court, though, mama. You sitting here just telling that man to tap out and snitch. Like, I don't think you understand the severity of what you're telling this nigga to do. He is 100% right. He will die. If he snitches, if he tells it all right now, I'm reacting to this shit, homie. So if I'm reacting to this shit, niggas in the jail, that's all over your paperwork. Niggas already knowing 3, 5, 12. So he finna be telling everybody, yeah, that nigga snitched on me. You're done. You still got to do a year in the youth, or however many months till you turn 18, then you going straight to prison, big boy prison. Y'all niggas tripping. Murder is never cool. Let me start that. But in certain states, bro, you shouldn't even be playing with, like in LA, Florida, Texas. I'm not playing. Like, I'm not just outside toting jocks. Like, hell no. Niggas in Chicago was catching bodies and coming home, depending on the circumstances. You dig what I'm saying? But the only nigga I know that really got locked up for that shit that I got years, D-Rose, Rondo, and like a couple other niggas. And that's because they was over whooping. Feel me? A couple of them niggas took bodies that wasn't even there. Start that too.
If you know who killed these kids, then you need to tell him.
Some part of this tirade must have made an impression, because at long last, Rob shared his version of events.
Taj killed all 3 of them.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Ooh, all 3.
Were you there?
What the whole story?
Were you there?
The whole story.
Let him talk.
I say the whole story.
Tell me the whole story.
Rob just mentioned 3 victims, but the detectives had so far only asked him about 2. Not only did this grab their attention, but they likely suspected that the Taj that Rob mentioned was 16-year-old Taj Bruton, with whom they were already acquainted due to previous cases. Unfortunately, this didn't mean they knew where to find him. Several weeks earlier, Taj cut off his ankle monitor and went on the run. The detectives would focus on this after they got more of the story from Chris, who picked up the story after he said Rob, aka Reaper, knocked on his window.
Okay, Reaper knocks on the window.
He knocked on the window. He said, "Come on, we finna go see some girls or something." Then we went out. And this girl and the boy picked us up. I don't know what. This girl and this boy.
Describe.
From Rob's statement, the police believed this had to be Michael and Layla. He made no mention of Camille, however, even when he explained where everyone was sitting in Layla's car. The seating arrangement would be crucial later. Layla was driving, Michael was in the passenger seat, while Chris and Rob were in the back seat. But they weren't alone.
Then somebody came in the car. I don't know what his name. It was like somebody in all black.
Okay. And how does this person look? I know you said he's wearing dark colored clothes, right? I heard you say that.
Ski mask on too. Yeah.
I'm telling you what, if somebody got in the car wearing a ski mask, I'd be like, what is going on?
But that didn't appear to be Chris's response, and the detectives likely had a horrible inkling as to why.
Yeah, I looked at Rob. I was like, I thought we were gonna see some girls. He's like, we had. I was like, oh, all right. And then we kept driving. Then
Throughout his interrogation, Chris would only refer to the man in the ski mask as the X-Man. Luckily, Rob had already revealed the identity of their companion.
We went to pick up Taj. As soon as Taj came out of the house, first thing he told me, like, we knocking on. We knocking on. I was like, nah, but I ain't even trying to do all that.
It took a little more persuading, but Rob eventually told the police that they could find Taj at his girlfriend's house. They picked him up and brought him to the station after they finished talking to Chris and Rob. But instead of clearing up the questions detectives had, Taj made everything more confusing. He said everything was Rob's idea.
I'm sitting right next to him. And he whispered in my ear, he was like, bro, I'm finna rob these tonight, bro. I look at him like, what you mean you finna rob these tonight? He's like, bro, so saying, Layla, but they got a pound of weed, they got some money, bro. And if they don't go for it, I'm gonna kill them. That's exactly how he said. At this point, I'm frantic as I can't, if I tell Sosa, right, Rob's sitting right next to me, so therefore he's gonna shoot me. So I'm sitting here, I'm scared as hell, so I'm like, I ain't got no choice but to just sit here and just, it is what it is.
Rob told detectives that it was the other way around.
It was so random. Like, he just said he wanted to knock him off. I'm not thinking he's serious, though. At the time, when he first said it, if you would have seen his face, he was laughing. If I would have really thought he was finna kill tonight, I wouldn't have got back in that car. I would have stayed right there and called my mom and be like, can you come get me? I didn't think he was serious until when the car started slowing down and I seen him up the gun.
Rob said that Taj did this because he wanted to take Michael's firearm. Over in Chris's interrogation room, his story aligned with Rob's, for now.
What triggered him to just start shooting? I'm trying to figure out. It's something in between that you're not saying.
Because I think the person that, the white guy, I think they said he had a lot of money or something.
Oh, so it was set up as a robbery. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So they were setting up to rob the man.
Did Reaper mention that to you, that something was going to be set up or anything?
He didn't even know. All I heard was pow, and I thought somebody was shooting at us, so I hopped out the car and ran.
I'm looking. Boom! Boom!
Once again, Taj's version was a little different.
3-5 shot at Sosa. Boom. Layla got shot by Rob because that was diagonal. It was crazy as fuck.
Just like that. It took 2 shots. It wasn't no more than that. It took 2 shots to kill both of them.
The police knew at least part of this was true. Who shot who was...
Y'all so young, y'all just snitching on each other, and now folks saying that you killed her because it was diagonal, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. They can really tell by the direction of where you got shot. Bro, ballistics is crazy. Have you watched TV? I ain't saying everything you see on TV is real, but they get that shit from somewhere, especially these crime shows. They're doing that. They're doing that, bro. People are getting caught for bodies. You young as hell. What you mean you just up and popped them with this this little nigga you don't even know? And I don't think he's lying about getting out the car and running. I would have ran too. What the fuck? I'm not finna. Hell no. So this is outrageous.
Yet to be determined. But tragically, they'd confirmed the second victim as Layla's boyfriend, Michael Hodo. He was in the grass by the side of the road, just blocks away from Layla. He was deceased when police found him. Michael's father had a heartbreaking reaction when he found out that his son would not be coming home.
My son's dead, isn't he?
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you.
I don't even want to hear that.
Chris continued with his upsetting story about Michael's final moments.
And you said he shot this white guy first?
Yeah, the white guy was sitting like this, and
Where'd he shoot him at?
right here.
And the gun was pressed up against his head? Is that what you're...
I think it was
Okay. And then, what about the white girl that's driving? Tell me about that.
He turned the gun and shot her.
Where'd he shoot her at?
I don't know.
Rob agreed, which would soon become increasingly rare.
Where did he shoot Layla?
No, I think it was headshots.
On the other hand, Taj put the blame back on his 2 companions.
I know he shot Sosa in the back of the head. I seen that happen. I seen Rob try to shoot her, right? And when he tried to shoot her, he shot her, and then his gun didn't go off, so he reloaded it again and shot her.
All contradictions temporarily aside, Chris added another disturbing detail.
Did he see it coming?
No, it was to the back of his head.
Okay. Did he have any time to defend himself?
No, but Taj just upped it and shot him in the head.
At this point, police were still searching Forest Lakes Park for evidence. Now that they knew the shooting had occurred in Layla's car, it was more important than ever to find the vehicle. Most of all, though, they were looking for any sign of Camille. They hoped to find her alive, but the police were likely aware that, like Layla, she could be seriously injured and in need of medical attention.
This is insane.
If that was the case, every passing moment decreased her chance of survival. For the time being, though, her family was left in an exhausting state of limbo. The situation was made infinitely worse by rumors that Camille had been caught up in the shooting.
Oh, we gotta skip right back to the goddamn confession now. We gotta go back to the confessions. Hold on now. Y'all putting a lot of background info in there, but we gotta get back to that.
To get shaky.
Was the car driving whenever they got shot?
No, it was just like, it stopped, and then like it kept going. Like when I hopped out the car, it kept going.
Where did the car keep going when it kept going?
Like to a dumpster.
Did you get back in the car?
Yeah, I got back.
I mean, did you want to get back in the car, or did you not? No, you didn't want to. Okay, what made you get back in that car? Explain to me that.
Because he had a gun, I thought he was gonna get to shoot at me. Because if I was just with him and if I was just with him, he just killed somebody, and he probably would kill me too because he think I was gonna snitch.
On the contrary, Rob said that he was the one who jumped out of the car.
When he shot Layla, I got out the car because the blood started dripping. I ain't wanted to get on me.
Taj claimed the same thing.
I get out of the car, they still shooting because it was like 4 to 6 shots. I don't know exactly how many shots it was, but it was a couple shots, bro. So at this point, we hear this lady. This lady is over there like, I'm running. I'm trying to hide in the forest. I don't know what the fuck I'm finna do. I'm trying to call Spring everything. So this lady, hey, what's going on over there? He sees me, or I guess he run back over there. Rob run over there, and he was like, hey, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, I'm just do what you tell me to do. I just want to go home. So
the only thing that this established was that at least one of the boys had gotten out of the car. But this wasn't news, as the woman who saw the car hit the dumpster also told police that she saw a male figure running around shortly after she heard gunshots and saw the crash. The detectives decided not to challenge the boys on this front for now, and pushed for the truth on more important matters instead. They started with Rob.
What happened to Layla? Where did they...
I don't know. Taj threw Layla out the car and hopped in the driver's seat and started driving.
Rob said Taj repeated the process a short time later.
Taj pulled his body out the car, he patted him down at the cannon. He grabbed the cannon, got back in the driver's seat, and he drove off.
Was that next to Layla where she was pulled out?
No, it was in a different spot.
This made sense to police because the second crime scene, where Michael's body was found, didn't have much blood.
Oh my God.
There were, however, what appeared to be drag marks leading from the road towards the brush where the body lay.
Did you help take...
I ain't touch nobody. I ain't touch a body. I ain't touch nothing. I swear to God, I ain't touch nothing. Once they was dead, I said, take me home, man. Take me home.
Yet Taj said that wasn't how it happened.
Rob drives. He pulled Layla out of the car. That's why she got left by the dumpster. He starts driving. He's driving. We go around the corner. He goes over to Sosa. Sosa had, I think, in his pocket somewhere on him. So he pulled Sosa out of the car. He just dragged him over in some woods or some shit.
And were you driving the car?
No, I was not driving the car.
Yeah.
The detectives asked Chris similar questions.
Did you pull her out of the car?
What is Rob doing during all this?
He was sitting in the back seat.
What's he saying?
Like he was like, oh, he was like, go.
And what happened next?
Yeah. Then he drove all the way out there in Ottawa. And he tried to put a thing in the river, but I think got stuck or something.
The thing, what thing are you talking about? The car, okay.
Once again, the detectives already had information that would let them know if one of the boys was lying. The search of Forest Lakes Park had finally paid off, leading police to another grisly and tragic discovery. Taj picked up the story again to tell his version of what they did with Layla's car.
We get over here to this lake. It's dark as hell. 3-5 get out of the car. He got out of the car. Rob tells him, hey, start wiping everything down. So he started wiping everything down. He's wiping everything down. The door handles everything. He's wiping everything down. So after he started wiping everything down, Rob takes Layla's phone and Sosa's phone or whoever phones he found in that bit, throw him in the lake, wash them, throw him in the lake.
The lake in question turned out to be 5.5 miles or 8.8 kilometers outside Forest Lakes Park, but police had no question that this was the scene they were looking for.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This shit get worse and worse. If I sit here and react to this shit, I'm gonna be sitting here reacting for a whole another hour. I can't. I'm finna skip to the end. We finna see what's going on. What's the real story, man? What really happened, man?
Claimed Rob always planned to let him take the blame.
If anything, one of
Hold on, let me see. Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about Reaper, or are you talking about Stavo?
Reaper. You gonna kill my?
Let's talk about X-Man real quick. I think you know who X is, and I think you're scared of him, rightfully so.
they both said it was gonna kill my family.
Okay.
They both said that? Did they ever point a gun at you or anything like that?
Yeah.
Who pointed a gun at you?
The X-Man. He was like, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. I'm gonna kill you, then I'm gonna kill your mom.
Rob also told the detectives that he and Chris were in serious danger at the time of the crime.
Let me tell you something about Taj. Taj tell you he finna do something, and you decide not to do it with him, then I probably would have died with them.
So were you afraid of Taj that night? Because
if I did not do what Taj wanted me to do, I would have died that night with them.
Taj is that bad a dude?
Bro,
Taj, on the other hand, claimed Rob always planned to let him take the blame.
If anything, if one of us go down to anything, and Todd, it was you. You did it. Everything. You did it. Legit. You shot everybody in the car. It was not me. If he got caught up, then then he was gonna go find my mama. The whole night I did not have a gun.
Rob continued with his story, claiming that he only participated out of fear.
Did Taj tell you to put the gun to somebody?
But Taj told me he told me he gonna kill Sosa. He wanted me to shoot Layla, and then he wanted 3-5 to shoot the girl in the back. I told him I didn't want to do it. Told me if I didn't do it, he was gonna kill me.
You hold a gun to her Layla's head?
Yeah, but I tried to shoot it, but it clicked.
You saw it. You admitted to it? So that add up with folk story. So now you're done, bro. You're done. L for loser, you snitched and you're getting the same murder charge. A 12-year-old might beat that shit, maybe, because I ain't gonna lie, like he the youngest and his story was adding up from what I'm hearing at the end. He sounded like he was telling the truth. So Taj and the Reaper, yeah, they're going down.
Like I tried to shoot, but it clicked. Like I didn't have it cocked back. I tried to shoot and it clicked twice. So then Stavo just did it himself. That's why I'm thinking my gun wasn't coming back.
Listen.
I'm telling y'all the truth, and y'all still think I'm lying. Like what I'm supposed to do, bro?
Okay.
So how long before he actually pointed the gun, he told you to shoot Layla?
We was already in the car. Like he put it in his notes, showed me, and then deleted the note.
When was that in the night? How early? How much before?
No, that was like right before it happened.
Did you shoot that girl in the trunk?
In the trunk?
Yeah. Like I said, I wasn't there.
3-5 shot that girl in the trunk.
Still, the police suspected something was being left out.
Was she still moving after you shot her?
He said she was still breathing or something.
Who said that, X-Man or Rob?
Did you shoot the girl once or did you shoot her twice? I mean, it doesn't matter at this point.
I shot her once, and he shot her again.
Chris was talking about Rob. Thankfully, the police were finally getting somewhere with him, too.
So all of y'all, so you're telling me all y'all snitched and all of y'all actually had something to do with it. So it's not even like we was trying to find out if one of them was snitching and then all of them was snitching and one of them was like, you feel me, really innocent. All y'all snitched and did it. Y'all did it. So even if you say you was coerced out of fear, yeah, Taj finna get the big boy case, but y'all still finna.
You
shot her once.
How many times you shoot her?
Once.
You shot her once? Where'd you shoot her?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. There ain't no question. There ain't no question where she was shot. You talking about one end to the other. Where'd you shoot her?
Just shot, bro. I seen her and I shot. Like,
Why?
because she was still alive. She was gonna snitch on us all. We was all gonna go to jail for life. I didn't want to do none of it. If I didn't kill that girl, Stavo was going to kill me. I swear to God. I'm looking at her in her eyes. She's dead.
Finally, the truth came out. Ballistics reports comparing shell cases found at the scene to the firearms found in Chris's house indicated a match. Whether or not there was a third shooter remained to be seen.
Are you
I
sorry for
do.
what
I
happened?
am. I did not want it to happen. I never wanted that to happen. Like, I never wanted to kill anybody. I never wanted to shoot anybody. I never want any of that to happen. I just wanted to get a little bit of money.
The detectives made one last effort with Taj.
People already ended up dead because of you guys' craziness.
No, not my craziness. It's not my craziness.
Were you going to rob them and it was like either you had to do what you had to do or a finger slipped and it scared everybody in the car and then it's too late at that point.
Yeah, I feel you, but
that makes more sense than the story that they're telling, that you planned to kill these people. That from the beginning of the night.
I didn't shoot no gun.
We talked to Rob and we talked to Chris for hours. For whatever reason, one of them was more afraid of bringing you into the middle of this than they were Rob. So for that story that Rob's this guy that's, threatening everybody, or his people threatening people, or your people, I just don't see that.
But Taj remained stalwart, insisting that he had never used a firearm that night. The detectives hoped that unpacking one final secret could be the key to determining the truth about his involvement. They turned back to Rob to accomplish this. Like Chris and his mom, Rob was also given a jacket to keep warm in the cold police station. But he used it in a less typical way. Even as he tried to get comfortable in the interrogation room, one of the detectives returned to unpack a final secret to try to pull the case together.
The KTM, what exactly, what is it that you guys do? What is it? Like a gang?
No. It's the first time we did something for it.
So how many people consider themselves a part of KTM?
A few of us, me, Gustavo, 3-5.
Rob's list went on, but he only had nicknames for most of the KTM members, not their real names. Notably, Michael, Layla, and Camille were not included.
I was the leader of it.
Chris was somehow even less willing to give up the details of KTM.
What's the deal with the KTM thing?
I'm KTM.
Huh? I know Reaper has the tattoo. What does it mean?
It's over with now. You already confessed to a body, bro. It's just over with, bro.
Cutthroat? Cutthroat mentality? Does that sound right? What exactly is that?
Over, bro. You might as well snitch. They gave McDonald's and all.
Like a made-up gang name, or?
One of Michael's close friends eventually came forward, provided the police would keep his identity anonymous, and confirmed that KTM was indeed a gang. His description of their activities was chilling.
Their mentality is a mentality that they will do anything to you and not give a fuck.
Just to get the money?
Yes, just to get the money. Just to get what they want, basically.
With that, the detectives had all the information they needed to move forward with the case. It had taken 8 hours each to get the truth from Rob and Chris. The detectives stepped out, leaving Ashley and Chris alone for a few moments.
Listen, baby, listen. It's not over.
Yes, it is.
It's not over. It's not over. You just better pray and hope that the gun that you shot her with wasn't murder weapon.
Ashley also had some devastating news to deliver that was sure to upset him further.
I'm gonna go to jail. So when I leave him on top, that's I got to work. So I'm gonna go. I'm going to trying to figure out something. I'm gonna try to get out of this. When I get out of here, I'm trying to get you home.
Ashley had a warrant out for her arrest, and in order to be with her son while he was interrogated, turned herself in to police. She was charged with possession of cocaine and methamphetamine and taken to county jail. Chris, Rob, and Taj were all taken to juvenile detention, and on May 15, 2023, a grand jury indicted all 3 boys. Preparations began to take the case to trial, where they will be tried as adults. Taj and Rob are both facing 3 counts of murder in the first degree because, tragically, Layla did not survive her injuries. She passed away just days after Camille's body was discovered. Taj also has been charged with robbery with a firearm, tampering with evidence, tampering with an electronic monitoring device, carjacking while armed, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and grand theft auto. Rob had a similarly long list of charges in addition to 3 counts of murder, including armed burglary, grand theft of a firearm, petty theft, robbery with a firearm, and tampering with evidence. Chris, meanwhile, was only charged with 1 count of murder for Camille, whom he admitted to shooting while she was in the trunk. The other charges against him were dropped, including grand theft of a firearm and burglary. However, he's now facing an additional charge of battery after getting into a fight while incarcerated.
How you gonna charge me with battery because I got into a fight in jail, niggas? And he a snitch, so it's like, shit not gonna get no better. Already facing a body. That's 15 minutes throw your life away, man. 15, 20 minutes all it takes. This shit is insane. I didn't think it was gonna get this deep. These niggas, they just threw their whole. Let me see something.
Currently, all 3 boys have entered pleas of not guilty, but the trial is ongoing. What the court finds and
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. They probably gonna get. They gonna get them on something. The 2 niggas that's facing 3 bodies though, they're done. They're sitting their ass down for a long. Folks, they got 1 count. He might, maybe, at least he'll get like a sentence, start serving this time. Maybe I.